Hello dear students. So in this video we will talk about the ray diagram for the image formation in a convex lens for a few positions of the objects. So in case of convex and concave lens, how image diagram can be drawn. We will see that part in this video. So you can see here this is a double concave lens or a concave lens. So with respect to different positions of the object, the nature, the size, shape, and the position of the image varies. So here the first position. In first position, suppose we consider an object which is at infinite distance from the lens. Now, these are some of the rays of light which are coming from the object. These rays of light will meet this convex lens at different points, and as because these rays of light are parallel to the principal axis, here this one is the principal axis, this line C1 O C2, this line, it is the principal axis. As because these rays of lights are parallel to the principal axis, according to the rule, after getting refracted, these rays of light will bend and it will meet at the focus here. So at this point the image will be formed. Now if you consider that this is the size of the object, here this one, this much, so see, this is the size of the image. So here you can see that these rays are actually meeting and and here the image is formed. So here the characteristics of the image is it is real. That is the first characteristics, it is real, highly diminished. See the size of the object and size of the image. Size of the image is very tiny, like a dot, highly diminished. Okay, it is real and highly diminished, and the image is created at focus. Okay, now this is the next point. So here the object is placed beyond the center of curvature. Okay, here in this position, this is second case. Here the object is placed beyond center of curvature. So here this is the first ray of light. So here you can see this is the object distance u, this is the image distance v. So here this is the first ray of light, it is parallel to the principal axis. So as because this ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, so it will converge towards the focus. It will be pass through the focus and it will go like this. Now if we draw another ray of light from here, it is passing through the center, is through the pole. So according to the rule, if any ray of light is passing through the pole, it will go undeviated. Here refraction will not take place. So it will move in a straight line like this. So at this point these two rays are meeting. So here the image is formed. Here the image is formed. Now see, the size of the image is smaller than the size of the object. So this is the characteristics of the image. Size of the image is less than the size of the object. Now it is inverted. Now see, this is vertically upward, this is vertically downward, so it is inverted, and the image is real because the rays are actually meeting at certain point, and at that point the image is formed, so it is real. Now the position of the image is between focus and center of curvature. Okay, it is in this point. Okay, now third case. Now the object is placed at the center of curvature. We'll do again two rays of light. This is first rays of light. It is parallel to the principal axis. So after getting refraction, it will pass through the focus. Second ray of light, it is passing through the optical center. So it will go undeviated and meet here. So at this point, here focus image is formed. So at this point the center of curvature image will be formed. So here the object of the position of the object is at the first center of curvature. The image will be formed at second center of curvature. So here the size of the object and size of the image is same. The image is vertically inverted. The image is real, and the position of the object is at the second center of curvature. Okay. Now this is the next case where the object is placed in between focus and center of curvature. So here we are going to draw again the ray diagram. This is the ray parallel to the principal axis. So it will bend towards the focus, it will pass through focus and move like this. This is the second ray of light. It will pass through the optical center and without any deviation it will move like this. And these two rays will meet at this point. So here you can see that the size of the image is higher than the size of the object. So this is magnification. The image is magnified. Okay. The second point is the image is real because these two rays are actually meeting. So the image is real. Then it is vertically inverted. Okay. So what are the characteristics of the image? It is real, magnified, vertically inverted. And what is the position of the image? It is beyond the second center of curvature. Okay. Here the position of the object is in between first focus and first center of curvature. Position of the object is beyond second center of curvature. So these points you should remember. Okay. And you can remember it after having a good practice in this diagram. Next case. In this case, the object is placed at the first focus here. So again, this is the first ray of light which is parallel to the principal axis. Then it will bend towards the focus. This is the second ray of light which is passing through the center of the optical center. Then it is going without having any deviation. Now see, these two lights are parallel to each other. These two rays of light are parallel to each other. So here, as you know that the parallel line never meets, so we assume that at infinity the image will form. Okay. So here the size of the image will be highly magnified, very highly magnified. Okay. Then the image is formed at infinity. Now see, this is the last case. This is the only case here where the image is virtual. In all the cases, image formation is real, but in this case, the image formation is virtual. So in this case, the object is placed in between the optical center and the first principal focus. So if the object is placed in between these two points, the image is formed beyond the first center of curvature. Here virtual image is formed. So here this is first line which is parallel to the principal axis. So it will get deviated, it will get refracted towards the second focus. This is the second ray of light which is passing through the optical center. As because these two rays of light are diverging from each other, they are moving away from each other, they will not meet really. So what we will do, we'll assume this ray of light and we'll pull this one in the backward direction. We'll also do the same, we'll pull this one in the backward direction. Here this dotted ray are the non-real rays. Okay. Now here these two rays will meet at this point. So here this is the image. So what will be the characteristics of the image? It is magnified, as you can see. The size of the image is more than size of the object. It is magnified. Erect. It is as per the object. It is vertically upward. It is also vertically upward. So it is erect. Now as because the rays are not actually meeting, so this is virtual image. Then what will be the position of the image? Beyond the first center of curvature. And this is the only case where the image formation is virtual in case of lens, in case of convex lens. This point you should remember. You should have a good practice on this diagram. Okay. Now ray diagram for the image formation in a concave lens for a few positions of the objects are shown. So we have already covered the ray diagram in case of convex lens. Now we'll see the ray diagram in case of concave lens. So here we consider the object is placed at infinity. So these are the ray of light which are passing, and these ray of light will meet the concave lens at different points. And as we know that the concave lens is also known as diverging lens, so these ray of light will diverge from each other. So as because these ray of light are diverging from each other, they will not meet really. So we assume and we pull this ray of light in this direction. So these dotted ray are the assumptions. So here this is the point, that is first focus, where the ray of light are virtually meeting. So here the size of the object is, you can see, you can consider this is the size of the object, this is the size of the image. It is very small, it is virtual because the rays are not actually meeting, and position of the image is at the first principal focus. So if the, in case of concave lens, if the object is placed at infinity, then the image will be formed at first focus, which is highly diminished and virtual. This is the second case where object is placed in between first focus and center of curvature. So in this case, you can put the object anywhere between the optical center and center of curvature. The result will be same. So here what happens? So here we randomly choose a point. This is the ray of light which is parallel to the principal axis. It will get diverted. Then this is the ray of light. When this ray of light will pass through the optical center, it will move without having any refraction. So this ray of light, as it is diverging, so we can pull this one virtually in this direction, and this is the point where image is formed. So you can see that the image, as because the ray of light are not actually meeting, the image is virtual, it is diminished. Okay, and the size and the position of the image is in which. So this is the place where image will form. Okay. So in the next class, we will discuss the sign convention of a spherical lens. Then we will solve some of the problems in the next video. Okay. Thank you and have a nice day.